Thanks for joining me. This is Business and Tech News for skedline.com. Twitter turns 10 years old today. The social media service has become a household name and a necessity for businesses to engage with consumers. Twitter has amassed a storied history in just a decade, from helping dissidents to organize during the Arab Spring to allowing anybody to tweet whatever may be on their minds in 140 characters or less. It's hard to imagine a world without Twitter. Apple CEO Tim Cook took to the stage today to announce the launch of the new iPhone SE, iOS 9.3, and other Apple products. The new iPhone SE is designed to compete with low-cost Android devices, to which Apple currently loses market share. Orders for the new iPhone begin March 24th. The launch comes on the heels of an announcement by a team of researchers from Johns Hopkins University who found a security flaw in Apple's iOS 9's iMessage system, allowing them to access and decrypt photos and videos. In the first quarter of 2016, Apple posted its slowest growth since the original iPhone launch in 2007. Apple is predicting revenue will drop 10% in the next quarter compared to the previous one. U.S. President Barack Obama announced during his historic visit to Cuba that Google has a deal to set up Wi-Fi and broadband access across the small island nation. Cuba is one of the least internet-connected nations in the world. Access to internet is sparse, and where it is available, is prohibitively expensive for locals. It is yet unclear exactly what Google's plans for the nation are, although it's expected to be announced soon. Geoffrey Hinton, one of the world's foremost experts in artificial intelligence, said in an interview with Maclean's magazine that he expects artificial neural networks to be on par with human brains in more than 5 years. Hinton's statement comes only a few days after Google's DeepMind AI beat champion player Lee Sedol 4-1 in a series of games of Go. Go is an ancient game which is considered by many to be far more complicated than chess because it often relies on intuition as opposed to technical skill. Now, DeepMind relies on a concept called deep learning, a concept in which the AI learns not by being fed information, but by perceiving and analyzing information, much like how a human brain would. MIT engineers are experimenting with a three-dimensional solar tower concept aimed at reducing efficiencies in current solar tech. As the need for renewables increases, researchers have been looking at ways to improve the efficiency of solar panels, but few have concentrated on the placement of current level of tech panels. In a new study, MIT's novel approach is described as building upwards rather than changing the current technology of solar panels. Tests are very promising and have shown that solar towers have efficiency increases of up to 20 times greater than a traditional panel. The vernal equinox is here. It signals the start of spring and warmer weather for Canadians, but way down south in Antarctica, it means the beginnings of an extreme winter in the White Desert. In November 2015, a crew of 12, led by Dr. Floris Vandenberg and sponsored by the European Space Agency, landed at Concordia Station in Antarctica. The French-Italian research station is located over 500 kilometers from its nearest neighbor, the Russian Vostok research station. The team's goal is to study the effects of long-term isolation during space travel. The team will have their sleep patterns, vital signs, bone density, and many other factors monitored. With winter temperatures dropping well below -60 Celsius, not even including the wind chill, this offers the perfect environment to emulate the Martian climate. Aircraft will no longer be able to land at the research station until winter has passed 4 months from now. The team is to remain at Concordia Station for 1 year. Intellectual property law is going bananas. A monkey is appealing a decision by a U.S. court regarding a picture which it took, which was published by a photographer. Well, PETA is actually doing the appeal on behalf of the monkey, whose name is Naruto. In the original case, PETA claimed that the copyright for the image belonged to the monkey and not the photographer. The case was dismissed in January 2016 on the grounds that monkeys are not considered persons under the law, and as such, cannot claim intellectual property. That's it for Business and Tech. I'm Siddique. Thanks for watching skedline.com.